Hello, I'm Richard Litchfield, Chief Executive, Eastside Primetimers, social sector consultancy. We're now helping charities and social enterprises to get on the front foot, looking at new strategies to rebuild organisations and their communities. So many organisations are remodelling their activities and their plans going forward, and we're gathering practical experiences from social sector leaders and sharing these tips and insights to help you as you reboot your organisation. I'm joined by Richard James, Chief Executive of YMCA St Paul's. Thanks for being with us, Richard, and agreeing to be part of this project. You contacted us probably a couple of months back now, and were an early mover in lockdown, and we're quite clear about an intention to use the crisis as an opportunity to look again at what you're doing and replan for the future. Could you just maybe explain what was the motivation for undertaking a planning project?
Sure, yeah. So in terms of, just to put us in context a little bit, so we a charity working across London and into sort of the counties around London. Around 70% of what we do is sort of housing-based work, supported housing, and then 30% of the rest of it is sort of work with young people, with health, well-being, sort of community projects. As a result of lockdown, we obviously closed everything that was non-essential housing services. And we then sort of moved to remote working, and just to put in place the kind of the key support staff for the housing services. As we kind of shut everything down and kind of we suddenly got through the adrenaline period of lots of change, we realised that kind of actually there was a unique opportunity just to kind of to stop and take stock, because people's priorities, their planning, their kind of thinking about the future had changed. We realised that people were valuing different things as well, so there was a different way of working. So we felt actually we were very much at a crossroads in terms of whilst we were in a relatively strong position, a sustainable position. There was a unique opportunity to say there are some things that we've now stopped that we don't need to start again, and there's ways of working that we've started that actually we need to carry on. And actually, as we seek to kind of to remobilise, and as we kind of sort of go back to sort of to the business in the new world, actually, what is it that we want to be known for, and what do we want to be famous for, and what does that look like? So we will never be given this opportunity again, in terms of, well, hopefully never given this opportunity again, to kind of just stop, restock, and be absolutely clear coming out the back of it that we know why we do everything we do, and we know the impact that it's having. So we called it our reimagination project. It was about kind of just going back to basics and then dreaming big about the future.
During COVID, has the organisation been testing new things?
Like everybody, there's an awful lot of sort of remote working, in terms of we moved to online counselling. Previously, our counselling had started in southwest London in one of our sites, and over 3 or 4 years we thought about growing that slowly into the different parts of London that we work in. Suddenly we found our counselling services has expanded rapidly. Nobody's thinking now around location and geography. They're just thinking in terms of the person and the support they can get. So certainly our counselling has grown sort of exponentially. I think in terms of our meeting structures and meeting patterns, we know that we probably slightly overdosed at the beginning in terms of lots of meetings and everybody staying in touch with everybody, probably a bit too regularly. But I know that people have really valued that come together at the start or the end of the week. And I think kind of that's given everybody a sense of collective whole.
Can you give one tip to another CEO wanting to undertake a strategic planning exercise?
I think having facilitation is really key at this stage, because I know for us, we had talked about sort of doing some stuff ourselves, and we can construct surveys and questionnaires. We can kind of go out to board members and ask them what they think, but we're very conscious that actually we wanted someone that was able to sort of rise above what we were doing, or step back from what we were doing, and help challenge and provoke our thinking, giving a range of options and a sort of mixed media for people to engage, whether it be through the virtual meetings or sort of forms or questionnaires or one-to-one conversations. So people, because they're not having the smaller conversations over a coffee or over a sandwich, trying to create lots of touch points for people just to kind of say, oh yes, I've been reflecting on this. I wonder whatever happens about this, or have we ever thought about going into this area? We've expanded the pool that we've been able to engage with. So because we are able to use a digital platform, now we've got 600-700 staff. Having a staff conference is a major undertaking, but actually we're now kind of doing something to a webinar type format. We can bring staff together, use online tools to kind of get their input and engagement. So I think there are some things that we can kind of bring forward that probably would have taken a lot longer in the normal environment.
Thank you, Richard, and thank you everybody for listening. There's some really good insights there from YMCA St Paul's about building back better. Please keep a lookout for more tools and insights resources that we're going to be launching at ep-uk.org and on our EP Insights Twitter feed. Thank you.